just don't have that spot filled yet.
Welcome in to the NGP podcast.
Oh, Gator had a player playing tonight? What an idiot. Yo!
We have noticed the intro music was different. That's because of the ongoing strike between us and Jerry the Bag and Ben.
They're still refusing to eat the hot dog.
They're still refusing to eat the hot dog. We came to an agreement. I think next week's going to be the union debate special. That was supposed to be today, but we're we're delaying. We're hanging Jerry out to dry.
Yeah, we're making him stay up all night thinking we're going to call him for the podcast.
We're actively having Lincoln prank call him with random numbers. Lincoln's on the podcast also.
Lincoln did say he's going to be the new producer of Jerry.
Lincoln's taking over. He's picking out the intro music. I think it's going to be like some anime music or something. He said he's going to find some royalty-free anime music to throw on for the intro.
He did say it would be way better than anything Jerry the Bag could do.
Lincoln edited it last week. No problems with the podcast last week since the strike. Since Lincoln took over producing, 0 issues. Audio was completely fixed. So.
It sounds like Jerry might be eating 2 hot dogs.
So maybe Jerry should have thought about that before he let Ben wrap him into his little scheme. Which, again, Ben is not an employee.
Yeah, that's true, Jerry. You're listening to the wrong man. Ben doesn't even work union. He doesn't know anything.
Ben's just trying to start shit because of all the slander he's received over the years.
And deserved.
And slander's not always undeserved. Slander can be deserved.
I mean, is it even slander if it's just the truth?
No, I think by definition slander is like spreading misinformation, right?
It sounds correct.
Let me look at the definition of slander. An action or crime of making false spoken statement damaging a person's reputation. Yeah, so
I don't think we've ever slandered him a single time.
We've only ever said the truth about Ben.
Yeah, like when he murdered that one family?
Yeah. Well, in the court of law it wasn't murder, but
yeah, that's true, yeah.
I don't know like how he didn't go to jail. I mean, when you take a ton of hallucinogenic drugs and then crash your car into
he played the race card is what happened.
Yeah, he played the I'm white, they were black card.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the ginger card. And how he's been discriminated against his whole life.
Yeah, which they got him off, so.
These lawyers, all redheaded lawyers too.
Well, it was an all ginger jury.
Yeah,
not all, but it was like
it was like 80%. Yeah, they stacked ginger. The jury box.
Yeah, his lawyer was fist pumping after he said that.
big mistake by the prosecution actually to not fight harder for a better jury.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah,
if I seen all those freckled, fucking pale, fucking dead eyes staring at me, I would have, even without the context of the trial, I would have asked for a new jury.
Oh yeah.
How many gingers, like true gingers?
Man, Christian Kirk is a weird looking man.
Yeah, he is. But how many gingers like could you be like in like a room with before you'd start to feel uncomfortable? Like you're in like a hospital lobby. And you're just like sitting there, and there's like 10 gingers all around you. Do you think they were like all family members?
Yeah, I think they are, aren't they? They're all from the same bloodline, aren't they?
Well, yeah. Well, Ben's part of the Beatty bloodline.
Oh, those are all gingers?
The clan he's from is. He's from the Beatty Ginger clan.
That's the new anime I'm watching. They talk a lot about. There's a lot of clan stuff in that. Not that clan, like the.
What, like the Ku Klux Klan?
No, I say not that clan.
Oh, I thought you meant not the clan as in what I was saying. Not the Beatty clan.
No, that's not in the anime.
Is Jerry becoming a beady with his overwhelming obesity?
Is Jerry a ginger?
Yeah.
Is he?
That's why they're...
I mean, his skin is...
Well, he's definitely acting like a ginger these days.
Yeah. Because he doesn't have... He's just got blonde hair, doesn't he?
Well, I thought Jerry was black now.
He's still got blonde hair.
Didn't we decide a few episodes ago he's now black?
I never decided that. I think you decided that.
I think he's a 600-pound black Dutchman now.
Oh yeah, I do remember you saying that. Yeah.
He's got his wooden shoes that he had to get those cut off recently with a chainsaw.
Wooden shoes.
Yeah, because his feet swelled.
The diabetes made his feet swell up.
Well, he doesn't have legs anymore. They cut his legs off because of the diabetes.
What, at the knees or all the way up?
Yeah, at the knees.
At the knees.
Or just it was like 4 inches below the knees.
Actually, what I had heard is they left that one, the other one's all the way up to like the thigh.
Yeah.
So they're not even the same length.
Not proportionate.
Yeah. Yeah, so every time he tries to walk on his nubs, he tips over.
Yeah.
Terrence says it's becoming a real problem around the house.
Yeah, he's knocking shit over.
Yeah, he just keeps knocking the tables over and spilling stuff.
He killed one of their cats.
Well, the cats are chewing on his nubs. Is another problem.
Well, they're eating his back. Like when he lays down, they just eat pieces off of him. He's just got parts of him that's dying from the diabetes.
Yeah,
he's like that House of the Dragon. That king, how they keep cutting shit off of him. That's what she's having to do to Jerry constantly. He's just got like dead parts of him.
Gross.
Yeah, which he's losing weight because of it.
Yeah.
He's down like after losing his legs and after losing all the other parts they've cut off.
He's down over 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you, Jerry. It's good to hear you getting back in shape.
He's getting back in shape.
Jerry's on the comeback tour?
Yeah. They're cutting chunks out of his back and like he's got like a crater in his shoulder.
Might be the most unhealthy way I've ever heard of losing weight.
Yeah? I mean, short of like getting AIDS or something.
Well, I was thinking like people, smoke meth or something, get addicted to that to lose weight.
Cigarettes.
Jerry thought about that for a while, but he thought it wasn't drastic enough.
No, he decided to get diabetes. Get fatter.
Yeah, that's he got even fatter, so he made sure he got diabetes.
We should message that one doctor from My 600-Pound Life or whatever.
Try and get Jerry on the show.
Yeah, but like that mean doctor.
No. I've never seen the show.
I've never seen the show either, but I've seen like clips of it online.
It's just a doctor that's bullying these people?
Yeah, he's bullying the fat people where he like will be like, they'll like lie to him about like, because you have to like lose weight before you get like gastric bypass.
I've heard that. Yeah.
And these people like go to lose weight and then they'll like gain weight or something. And they'll be like, I don't know, I've been
just straight lying about what they've been doing.
I've been doing what you told me to do. The guy's just like heard it like a million times. Like, yeah, okay. Like sometimes they come in and like have gained weight or like have like
just lie about what's going on.
And this guy like calls them out for their shit every time and tells them like he's just like super mean to them. It's pretty funny. Yeah, but anyways, that's pretty much the Jerry situation. Well, hopefully we'll have it resolved next week. We can put he can lift the cease and assist on the song. We can have that back instead of using whatever royalty-free song I'm going to be using this week.
Lincoln is gonna,
Lincoln will hook me up with that.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we'll have producer Jerry back. But
big sit down coming up.
Big sit down's coming next week. Probably won't be any fantasy football talk next week.
Yeah, in fact, let's probably get to that here.
Well, didn't you had a segment you wanted to do?
Yeah, we were gonna do a special thing on the show today. We're gonna take your team and your team's history and compare it to an actual sports team.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of them I kind of thought of ahead of time. Others we're gonna have to make up on the fly here.
Before we get into that, I just wanted to. I posted in the group chat earlier because I don't know if this is what spawned it. It was when I was talking about like how I was looking at Matt's history and how he's just been so god awful for so long. Like how I meant to look up more shit, but it was like I was gonna look up all the things that have happened since Matt's won 5 games. Like, there's been 3 presidents.
Yeah, there's been a...
Barack Obama was president the
There's
last
been an
time.
insurrection.
There's been an insurrection. There was that whole, like, COVID thing. That all happened
Yeah,
and went away in the time since...
COVID happened and went away.
And it was, like, long before it ever happened, and, like, it's long gone now. What else is... Oh, yeah, there was the Me Too movement. Remember that? That started after...
Yeah.
That started like right around just after Matt won 5 games.
Dude, Black Lives Matter movement.
Black Lives Matter.
Well after Matt won.
Matt won. I feel like Colin Kaepernick. It was even pre Colin Kaepernick kneeling. It was like probably.
Dude, that's insane. That just seems so long ago.
When did the Colin Kaepernick kneeling shit happen? When did the Colin Kaepernick kneeling stuff happen?
According to Wikipedia,
yeah, it would be
in the 49ers final 2016
Yeah, that would have been after Matt as well. So, yeah, I mean, that's just so long ago.
Since Matt has won 5 games, we discovered that aliens are real.
Yeah. That's pretty recent, though. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of been... The writing's been on the wall for a while with that.
Yeah, but just... come on. There was that Bigfoot sighting last week.
I mean, he's had 2 kids.
Yeah.
Basically, his whole life has changed. I mean, we were living in K5, in K6 the last time he won 5 wins. Which that was that first apartment we all lived in Mount Pleasant. Like literally the last time he won 5 games was the first year he won it when we moved to B10, I think, actually, now that I think about it. But either way, it was like extremely a long time ago. Like an insane long time ago. Like we were completely different people the last time Matt won 5 games.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to assume...
You were probably not legal drinking age.
I don't know, how many years ago was this?
It would have been 2016. Or 2017, one of the two.
89. No.
You were not legal drinking age last time Matt won 5 games. That's what I'm saying. It's just been so long ago. It's just so... I thought he had like a decent year mixed in and all that. But he's literally, if you go look at it, since his championship run, it's all... He's either won 2 games or 4 games every single season. That is just impossible. To have only won 2 games in a season, that's like all-time levels of bad.
That's what I'm saying.
He's done it so many times.
He might be the worst fantasy football player on the planet.
Yeah. Well, because it's not like he puts like 0 effort in. It's not like he like...
If you did it on a research to wins ratio type of thing, he is the worst fantasy football player on the planet.
He does no less research than I do. He does just as much like mock drafting as we both do. Like he's as invested as anybody, and somehow has been routinely like the worst player.
Yeah,
and I don't know if it entirely comes down to the trades. Like that's the easy one to point out. But the trades are kind of a symptom of like how bad he's been at drafting.
Well, so I found out this year, if you don't know how to spend your fab correctly, it really bites you in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, what I did earlier, that just kind of ruined my season.
Yeah, you can't like if you spend up on the wrong guy for sure.
Yeah, early on, and you then you can't pick up these other players later on, and that's what Matt's been horrible at too, is knowing how to use his fab money.
He picked up Elijah Mitchell. What was that, last year or 2 years ago? And then I remember we all gave him shit, and then he was actually pretty good. But then he's also been a bunch on a kicker before, and
dude, he spends outrageous money on kickers and defenses.
Yeah, that's
all the time.
I'm gonna do what I did this year every year. Like I'm just spending up like the first week or 2 every time. that's when like the best guys come out.
I did it. Did not work. Well, because
but you dropped him.
I dropped him, and then we don't need to get into it. We've talked about it.
Well, anyways, we're gonna get into these like what team is which. What team is Gator?
Well, so I was thinking instead of talking about like last week's matchups, how about we just talk about a team and then like do like a historical type, just how we.
Okay.
And then we compare them to some other team they remind us of.
Yeah.
So instead of doing the matchups.
Historically, well, we were saying earlier, let's just get Matt Lash. We were saying is kind of the 49ers.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. We're on Gator here. Or you said, no, we'll go to Matt Lash. I'm ready. So I would say Matt Lash, just based on his like history and how he's performed, he's basically the 49ers of the league.
He constantly is like one of the better teams.
He's always one of the best teams. Yeah, and then
he's only went to the championship one time. He's pretty routinely like knocked out in the playoffs.
Yeah, he just can't seal the deal.
Can't finish.
Yeah.
Something usually goes wrong, and he's starting Christian McCaffrey at quarterback. In the championship game.
But I mean, he's a terrifying team to play, but he just can't get the deal done.
Oh yeah, I mean, he just fucking ruined my Thursday night.
Yeah, he probably obliterated you today.
It actually kind of evened out towards the end because his defense was getting wrecked by the Saints. So like, it could have been much worse than how it started. It just started out with Etienne scoring like 2 touchdowns immediately.
All right, let's just go right down the rankings here. So let's go Ben next.
Ben? So Ben's a weird one because he's either been terrible or good. Who's a team that's either been terrible or good every year? Like it's all or nothing, like across all sports.
Ben does have a recent championship
what about
too.
I mean, I'm not a big basketball guy, but weren't the Golden State Warriors like the worst team in basketball a few years ago?
I got the perfect one for him. He's Sean McVay's team, the LA Rams. Yeah. He shows up just like how the quarterback. Man, I'm really struggling with names tonight. Who's the Rams quarterback? Yeah. Ben's like Matt. He shows up in the league first year, just like Matt Stafford. To them, wins the championship. Then there's a couple terrible years, and now this year he's killing it again. Just like
that's true. So he's not even the Rams. He's Matt Stafford.
He's just Matt Stafford. Yeah, he is a little racist.
Racist. That's another one. Stafford probably also.
But the franchise also recently moved too, though, to L.A.
Yeah,
I think we can just say he is the LA Rams.
He's the LA Rams. Are we doing only football teams, or we're gonna like?
No.
We're gonna sprinkle in.
It's just any team you can think of.
Then you were saying earlier, I'm the Boston.
Yeah, so we'll go to
like Boston sports.
We're going to Zach's team here.
Just Boston sports teams in general.
No.
Oh, the Celtics. Okay.
Yeah, you think you're so high and mighty and awesome, sniffing your own farts all the time.
Yeah, but then we also are.
But you also are kind of good, so it makes everyone really pissed off.
Everyone hates me and like talks about how overrated I am.
It's not a perfect comparison. Well, I guess because back when it was like Paul Pierce and those, I think they only won one championship, but they had the championship somewhat recently. I think we probably weren't doing fantasy football yet. But they've been in the NBA Finals. They've had some, so it's not perfect comparison, but I can't think of a much better one.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Lincoln's just the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, Lincoln's the Dolphins. Yeah, he's the Dolphins.
He drafts all the Dolphins every year.
He just goes hitting a home run last year and this year.
The Dolphin thing goes back to even like he always had Lamar Miller and Tannehill when Tannehill was on the Dolphins.
Yeah, I know. He's
like the Dolphins things that goes back like a long.
Since I've been playing, he's been a Dolphins man. Yeah. Well, it seemed like Bengals too. I remember having a lot of Bengals guys going on.
AJ Green.
Yeah, he always had
Dalton a couple times.
He always had the tight ends from there. It seemed like too.
He had Eifert for a little
bit. And then
Uzama maybe.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Riley, who did you say Riley was?
What did I say Riley was? I think I compared him to. He's just like consistently pretty good, but never quite, can't reach the mountaintop.
Yeah.
But it's not even because he usually finishes strong, but sometimes he just misses the playoffs.
Yeah.
With like an awesome team, he misses the playoffs.
Maybe he could be like the Phillip Rivers era Chargers.
No. It can't be the Chargers.
I know there's gonna be one later for that.
No, that's wrong. I think I hit.
Well, I'm just saying because there was a year where the Chargers during the Phillip Rivers era had the number one offense and number one defense, and they missed the playoffs.
That was kind of Riley like last year.
Yeah.
No, I remember. I said Riley is the Miami Heat post LeBron leaving. Okay. That's what it was.
They're just like solid.
They're solid. They're in the playoffs every year. They're kind of like a sleeper team, but everyone has just an impossible time trying to beat them.
They won a championship like ages ago.
Yeah. And but they've been in the finals or near the finals a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one. I like
yeah, that's the one I thought of earlier.
Now we got to get to Jerry. Who's Jerry?
He's been bad.
Yeah,
he's been pretty bad.
Mostly bad, but he's had some relevancy. You know who he is? He's the Bill O'Brien GM'd Texans. So, like, Bill O'Brien was pretty consistently in the playoffs, but then he just made a bunch of wild trades.
So he's after the trades.
Yeah. After once Bill O'Brien and the super Christian guy took over as the GM of the Texans.
Oh, that's right. They like hired the preacher from the.
That's who Jerry is. Although he's getting better now, and I think that guy's still. Oh no, I think they finally got rid of the guy. So maybe that's not the perfect comparison. Jerry is a little bit on the up now.
I think it's easier to compare Jerry to a basketball team because they're worse for longer periods of time. He could be the Pistons, just making horrible moves.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
He could easily.
Are they on the up now?
They got some good young players.
Maybe like some really good coach or something. I remember hearing about
last time. I don't know if they got a new coach this year or not. I
thought they hired like the guy that was.
They had Sean, or not Sean. They had the Toronto coach.
Yeah,
I think he got fired. But I'm not positive.
You already fired him?
I don't follow much of the Detroit Pistons basketball.
Well, that's it.
I try and watch the good teams.
I could see Jerry if Jerry was like the owner. Say like we're the owner. Are we the owners? We're the GMs of these teams and these fake teams. We're not necessarily the owners. But if Jerry was like a football team owner, I could see him being very reactionary. Like he'd just fire a coach like after he got off to like a bad start.
Yeah, that would be
like a 1-5 start, and he just fire him. He just go into complete panic and fire his coach immediately.
Is that what the Pistons have been doing?
I don't know. I don't follow basketball.
I don't follow the Pistons much. They have been going through a lot of coaches though.
Okay, so Jerry's the Pistons.
I kind of like Jerry's the Pistons.
Now we get to Matt.
Man, what did we say? So yeah, we came up with something earlier. Oh, the New York Knicks.
New York Knicks. Okay.
Just this horrible team year after year after year, and then
they somehow hype them.
They just are so hyped up at the beginning. Like they're like Linsanity when they were losing every game, but this Asian guy.
He's the Linsanity Knicks.
Yeah.
Right now he's in the Linsanity.
Yeah, he's in the yeah.
I like that a lot. Have the Knicks ever won a championship like ages and ages ago? Probably.
I mean, so there was all those like teams where they were playing like Reggie Miller and stuff, and Reggie would always beat them and stuff, and so that was like a big rivalry. But those Knicks teams never won with Patrick Ewing and stuff. I
was just wondering if like way back in like the 60s.
Yeah, probably. At one point,
2016, that's pretty much the 60s as far as fantasy football goes. It might as well have been the 60s.
Yeah.
That's when he won.
But no, and then the Knicks, like, the one, if like, and then he's just like the Knicks because if they like win a big game, they like fucking riot in the streets.
I've said it many times on the podcast.
It's just the biggest overreaction ever to winning one game.
He's like, he's fantasy bipolar, where like if his team loses, like if he loses to D. Smith this week, he'll just immediately like, fucking like, oh, my team, like. Yeah.
Oh,
he'll shitty year or whatever.
He'll fire up the ovens if he loses to D. Smith this year.
But if he wins, even though he's gonna beat D. Smith, and he goes like 4-3, he'll be like, oh, you're all fucked or what. You know what I mean?
Well, he'll act like he does after the draft.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh, best team ever. I can't be beat.
Yeah, I like the Knicks.
You guys can't draft as good as me.
Who is Troy?
I was just looking at that. Troy is a tough one.
Who's like the most forgettable team in all sports?
Probably like, it's got to be a baseball team, like the Colorado Rockies or something. Or
yeah, okay. I don't know anything about them.
Yeah. They've been pretty bad as of late in baseball.
Well, Troy's teams are never bad. He's just usually just completely.
Yeah, that's true. Troy. Well, the last couple years, Troy's been bad, but when he first was started, he was pretty solid.
He's almost always like it's the Troy line of like.
Yeah, he's always right. Yeah.
If you're above that, you're probably making the playoffs. If you're below that, you're probably not making the playoffs.
So he's like that 8 seed in the NBA that gets in on the 8 seed every. Okay. So he's like a.
It doesn't have to necessarily be a team. He's the 8th seed in the NBA.
Yeah,
that's what he is. Essentially. Whatever team's the 8th seed in the NBA, that's Troy.
No, we can come up with a team name. Like he's
I'm
like.
just trying to think of like NFL. I mean, I'm not going to contribute anything other than NFL teams, probably. I'm trying to think of a team that's just like perennially forgotten.
I'm trying to think, maybe like a tennis player.
Oh,
that, like...
I know exactly who to go with. The Jeff Fisher era Rams. They were just always 8-8.
Yeah, just in purgatory.
Permanently 8-8.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Jeff Fisher era Rams. Then D. Smith.
D. Smith. He's a new guy to the league.
New guy, so it's kind of hard to just judge based on.
This is his first year.
Yeah.
Not a lot of history to go off here.
You know, he might be the Bill O'Brien Texans.
Now, who's a new coach that had a new coach or something show up or a new team and just started doing a bunch of crazy
maybe
I got
Sean Payton?
He's the New Jersey Nets when they built the new franchise in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So the Brooklyn Nets now.
He's Jay-Z.
They got this extremely rich guy from Russia who bought the team and like just immediately just did all these crazy things and was just spending outrageous money and just blew the whole team up, and then they were just horrible.
Yeah.
But it looked like it was going to be such a promising start.
Yeah, I mean, D. Smith did look like he was off to a promising
That's what I mean. Yeah, he was off to, and then just blew it all up.
Yeah, he's kind of building it back up.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for D. Smith every week. I want to see him get some wins. I was hyping him up this week. I was texting him. I was like, "Hey, D. Smith, some good guys on waivers this week." It's like, and then he's like, "I don't know." He's like, "I'm pretty much dead in the water." I'm like, "You're getting some guys back. Never surrender. Don't surrender, D. Smith. If you listen to this, hang in there."
If Aaron Jones is what he was week 1 now again,
I mean, he could be decent.
He was awesome week 1 and then hasn't really played since.
I could definitely see him sneaking a win over Matt.
The Richardson out for the year probably thing is really gonna hurt him though.
Yeah, he probably should drop Richardson because I think he was confirmed out for the season, right?
I don't think he was confirmed out for I think it was just I think the coach just said he's probably.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anything was confirmed.
I thought I'd seen recently that he's for sure getting season-ending surgery, but maybe not. Oh.
All right, let's go to Nolan.
Nolan's
a tough. He's kind of got a little bit of you. Bit of.
He's had a lot more. He's had a couple more down years. Than
Yeah. No, I meant the fart sniffer part.
Oh yeah. What is a good Nolan one? Maybe he's no, probably not. That.
Can he be the Steelers the last 6
Tomlin?
years? No, last 6 years of the Steelers.
Yeah.
Like post that. Big Ben Steelers.
So, yeah, he won a championship a long time ago, but then they
just been living off this.
Yeah, I mean,
this hype
records, but
always
never taken serious.
Always a pretty good team, but hard to take them serious in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't hit that one.
I can't think of an NBA team that's really been like or the Atlanta Hawks when they had they were there. So there's like a 4 or 5 year stretch. Atlanta when LeBron was at Miami, Atlanta Hawks kept finishing as the 1 seed in the East.
Yeah.
No one took him serious. They all knew it was a imposter one season. They knew Miami was going to crush him, and they did. They swept him every time. He could be that one too, but
yeah, I like that one. One of those two. Gator.
What's the team that gives up year after year?
That gives up immediately?
That promises they're going to try and then that gives up immediately. This is an NBA team for sure.
I don't know.
Like the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, it's Charlotte Hornets. Just immediately they're selling out for draft picks.
Just been horrible every year they've ever been the Charlotte Hornets.
Gators the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah,
he's not giving up this year.
He's like Michael Jordan. Oh, that's because Michael Jordan sold the Charlotte Hornets this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. Gator. Yeah, I think Gators the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, then we already said yours today, where we were like, "What? You're the."
No, we didn't say
Chargers?
mine.
Well, I was saying we were saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I gave myself so I know it might be a little biased, but I think I'm the Chargers.
Always a little hyped up, but then never delivered.
It looks like my team's gonna be good, and I make some big runs to like maybe sneak in the playoffs.
Looking at it, like, oh, this team's loaded.
And then I somehow miss the playoffs, and just horrible things happen, and I don't even deserve to be in the NFL sometimes. Yeah,
that's a good one. It's kind of crazy how the Chargers
just feel like I get so screwed over every time, but.
If you looked at it in a vacuum, you would not realize the Chargers have ever switched coaches because just the same shit's happened to them for the past 20 years.
Yeah, that's how I feel in fantasy. No matter what I try, the same shit keeps happening.
It's like
you're describing how I feel all the time.
Even going back to Marty Schottenheimer, they would have when I was a kid, when LT was on that team, and they would always just have the best roster in the league, and they'd go 14-2, and then they just get absolutely wrecked in the first game of the playoffs. Marty Schottenheimer was their head coach. They went 14-2 one year with a 1 seed, so they had the bye. Immediately, the Patriots came in and beat them badly, and then they fired Marty Schottenheimer. He got fired after going 14-2. Was
that with Tiki Barber?
No, he was. They had LT, Sean Merriman.
Oh, LT, I think is who I'm thinking.
Phillip Rivers.
Wait, is LT a running back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of then. I actually think I remember watching the Patriots beat him that year.
Yeah, when LT got really mad and he started trying to fight the other players.
Yeah, I think I remember that game.
I think they were making fun of him. They were going up to him and doing this touchdown.
You know what? Doing this little exercise here has made me realize, no matter what happens and who we draft, we are the same team year after year. Not much changes, even though the only person that changes is Lincoln. He's the only true wild card.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent the last 2 years.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. In the past, he's been terrible, but he has a couple breakout big years.
Yeah, well, it just depends on the players that he locks. It's because.
But okay, why are you arguing my point while arguing against me right now?
No, I'm not arguing against you. I was just saying he had a bad couple of years because the players he was drafting all the time were getting old.
That's the wild card part. He's you think of him being the most same thing every time because he gets the same players, but he's the only true wild card in the league.
It's true. D. Smith also might be entering wild card status.
He doesn't have the history because this might be his pattern every year though.
Well, he just does terrible and makes bad trades.
Yeah, we don't know because he just doesn't have the history yet.
I think D. Smith will learn from that because he seemed pretty sad after all the
but look at what we just did. We talked about every team, and it's kind of the same thing with them every single year.
It is, yeah. Gator always gives up. Matt always trades all his good players away.
Yeah.
I usually have a pretty solid team.
Yeah, you, Nolan.
Riley usually has a solid team.
Riley always
has a solid team.
I guess Nolan can be a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, he definitely locks onto his guys a little more.
Ben's team is just however he drafts.
Yeah. Because he's not going to trade.
No. I bet, does he believe in the waiver wire? I guess I don't pay attention to that.
He picked up Zach Evans this week.
Did he? Okay.
He needed a running back, though, if CMC.
Oh, yeah, so he was forced to because he was going to have a player.
Yeah. That's why I told D. Smith I don't think D. Smith realizes how much you have to bid on guys yet. Which I could see that being a bit of a learning curve when you're playing with a bunch of guys that have been dealing with it, for a while. And then all of a sudden you're just thrown into it. Like, that is a bit of a learning curve trying to figure out what you need to bid on guys. Because, I think he bid $6 on Zach Evans this week.
What did Zach Evans go for?
I think he went for 40 fab or some shit.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm spending up early in fab from now on. Because, then you get to this point, you're spending $40 on Zach Evans. Whereas I spent 60 on Puka Nakua earlier this year.
Yeah. Yeah, me spending that on Algier, man, I just hate it so much.
Would you spend 90?
No, 53, I believe.
53, okay.
But I would have gone. I was gonna. So it was weird. In Dynasty, I was willing to spend about the same on him and Kyron.
Yeah.
But on the bidding thing, I wanted to spend more, or for our home league, I wanted more on Kyron.
Yeah.
Than I did on Puka.
Yeah, because you have more receivers, probably.
Right, a lot more. And then I just felt like Puka, but dynasty-wise, Puka just seemed like more long-term, where Kyron might have just, but yeah.
He looks like he could be the long-term guy. He looks awesome.
Yeah, he looks awesome. Dude, his game was unbelievable last week. Yeah. And that was apparently with him being injured half the game.
Hopefully he comes back and he comes right back to that workload, because he looks legit. And this is only his second year.
Yeah, we had 150 yards after contact last week.
Yeah. I threw out a trade in Dynasty with Jerry, because Jerry has him in this league, and so I was trying to trade.
He's not gonna. He doesn't even look at it. He says.
I know. It's just been sitting there forever.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't look at it.
I was trying to get his first.
He says he doesn't know how to use the app. He said you just be glad I can put a lineup in, is what he told me.
So we're just skipping over the matchups last week.
Yeah.
Moving into the matchups this week.
Yeah.
There's not. Was there even anything to gloss over?
Yeah, I got fucking screwed over again.
Oh yeah, I had a terrible off against Riley and somehow ended up winning. Wait, how did the score changed in me and Riley's game? Look, we did have a 1-point game or whatever, or a point something game, and now I have a fucking 4-point lead over him.
We just got all those Thursday night points.
No, I'm saying from last week.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Oh. What the fuck? How'd that happen?
Alright, so yeah, you won the terrible off. Nothing, boring. Who cares? Let's just go to, we're not talking about last week.
Alright, let's go into this week. I got the big game against Matt Lash. He already scored a lot of points. I'm pretty sad about it. Could have been worse after how it started.
You had a player play.
Yeah, for one fucking
You got 1 point. Oh, you had Kelvin Ridley.
Yeah, remember I was bitching about him the other day?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, he just might suck. I think he just is not good.
He did have a crazy awesome catch. Just happened to be out of bounds when he did it.
Yeah, I think I'm benching his fucking stupid ass next week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already looking like Matt Lash is winning that one.
Could have been worse, but yeah, it's not looking good.
You got bailed out by some garbage time points.
Yeah.
That ended up not even being garbage time points because they actually tied the game up.
Yeah, Jacksonville just had that. If they didn't have that one touchdown, he would have got 0 points from his defense. That'd been pretty cool.
Man, did no one play Christian Kirk? Oh, Troy must have.
But yeah, I don't know. That was looking like one of the better matchups this week, but now Matt Lash looking like he's gonna probably beat me.
All right, let's go to the Troy Riley one. It's looking like a good matchup still.
Yeah, I was thinking Riley would be heavily favored, and then Christian Kirk went kind of nuclear in that game.
Oh yeah, Riley does have some of his better players on bye this week.
Yeah, and then he has some rough matchups. New England for Josh Allen.
Looks like Riley's done it again, though. That team's looking pretty freaking good.
Yeah. Yeah. He's lacking a little bit of depth, but
yeah,
he's got good players for sure.
Yeah, he's going to be a tough out.
Not for me. I beat his ass.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by like 1 point or something? Yeah.
No, now it turns out 4 points.
Yeah, were you just it was like that one
No,
play?
it literally was. It literally was by point. Like me, Matt Lash, and Matt were all like talking about it all night on the Snapchat group.
Then, no one bothered to go read all that?
There must have been some sort of stat correction. So it would have been way funnier if Riley would have got that, and then he would have lost by a stat correction.
What if the stat correction went the other way and you didn't realize it till right now
I had a loss.
that you actually did lose?
That'd be pretty crazy. We've never had a stat correction loss in our league, have we?
No, I don't know if I've ever even seen the stat correction.
They happen from time to time. Remember there was one time I lost to Lincoln by like 0.1 point or something, and I was frantically trying to figure out if there was a stat correction all week.
Yeah, I feel like there never are.
Same with when I lost to Troy by fucking 10 passing yards or whatever it was.
Speaking of 10 passing yards, let's get into D. Smith versus Matt Albert. Oh, Matt had someone play tonight. Oh, Evan, 7 points. That's whatever.
That's respectable for a tight end.
That's just what every tight end gets.
Dude, I would, before I had Mark Andrews, I'd kill for 7 points for my tight end. Yeah. I mean, like, to put it that way, if you don't have like one of the elite tight ends, and you're like, you cannot start a tight end this week, or and lock in 7 points, or you can play a tight end. Fucking everyone's taking the 7 points.
Yeah, or you can just be like Riley and get Dallas Goedert to score 22 points.
Yeah, you could do that, but that's what I'm saying.
But he was shit for me the whole time. Yeah.
I'm betting on a big Zach Moss game for D. Smith in this one.
Yeah, it's the perfect Zach Moss game. This is where he shines.
Against the hardest
possibly
defense.
The best defense to play in the past 50 years.
So if I'm Indy and like we're on, like this is not the game to make Jonathan Taylor the bell cow because you're just gonna crush his confidence. Wait it out. Let throw Zach Moss
to the Wolves
and just let him get destroyed by Cleveland. Next week you trot out Jonathan Taylor. That would be what I do.
Dude, they're just going to let Gardner get back there and just be murdered?
No. Hand it off to Zach Moss.
Just hand it off to Zach Moss.
Yeah.
It's true. He tore the Titans apart.
Yeah. Zach Moss is good. He's actually good.
You don't need to tell me. I'm like the guy who's been starting him week after week.
And,
I was getting Deontay Johnson back.
Yeah, and he's getting Aaron Jones back. Against Denver. That's a great matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, do I do it? I seem like a hater if I just make D. Smith the upset of the week. I'm kind of talking myself into it. I mean, I had a much better pick for upset of the week. But fuck it. I'm going D. Smith, massive underdog. Beats Matt. Matt kills himself after he loses.
Brown. Ooh.
I'm going to say Saquon misses the game.
Damn. Matt's team looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got CeeDee Lamb back on his team for like the 3rd time this year.
Yeah. I mean, for now. After he loses to D. Smith, he'll trade him back away.
Alright, next matchup.
It's you versus Gator.
Me versus Gator.
You might crush Gator this week.
I'm not looking at his team. I'm going to look at his team. Why not?
He had Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, he played Rashid Shaheed against me?
Yeah.
What an asshole.
He did terrible.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Olave didn't do much better.
He's starting Roshan right now, which I think, is it He didn't practice today. He's not fucking playing.
Dude, he's got the longest running concussion in the league right now. This guy can't get healthy from the concussion, apparently.
He's not playing.
I'm a little... Is Gibbs going to play?
I think so. Last I knew, he was trending towards play. Yeah, you might have an easy win over Gator this week. No,
yeah, I'm sure.
Well, he's gonna be forced into starting Jalen Warren probably.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll score a touchdown.
He's better than Najee.
Yeah. Yeah, hell, that'd be like the best running back on my team.
Jalen Warren would?
Yeah. Well, let's see. He's running back 32.
Did you decide, are you playing Javonte?
Yeah, I think I'm playing Javonte. Let's see. Yeah, so if I had Jalen Warren on my team, he'd be the best running back on my team right now.
That sucks.
Actually, I didn't look at Rashad White. Where's he ranked? 27. Never mind. He's not as good as Rashad White. Barely.
You're not playing.
Who I'm not playing.
You're benching your best running back.
Yep. That's how sad it's been.
You gotta get that guy out of your line.
Yeah, that does not mean much in that sentence.
He scored double-digit points once this season.
And that's my best running back by a lot in the rankings, at least.
How was he ranked 27th?
Because he had an 18-point week.
And he missed a game, too. He had a bye week, and he's 27th with fucking single-digit points every week.
Yeah, dude, scoring's way down.
Yeah.
All right, let's get off this, man. It's just disgusting to look at.
We got Tumanon versus Chicken Grease.
Oh, this is my favorite matchup of the week right here, actually.
What's that?
Because they're just like...
Well, Jerry got hit with the Kyron Williams injury, so he's having to start Tyler Algier.
Yeah, that does hurt.
He's gonna probably have to start Tyler Algier like every week, because Kyron I think is gonna be out a couple weeks.
Adam Thielen's on bye. His best player's on bye.
Yeah. But, I mean, that doesn't really help his cause with the running back situation. Jerry probably needs to go trade for a running back. Matt was trying to trade rape him earlier this week.
I got a whole bunch of running backs.
Send one over to Jerry.
They're all so good.
Well, Matt was trying to trade Jerry. Did you see the trade earlier this week? No. Matt was trying to trade Jerry Keontae Ingram for Adam Thielen.
Oh, yeah.
What a fucking horrible trade-off. Jerry, I don't think Matt has done irreparable damage to ever being able to trade with Jerry, because Jerry does not like Matt. He after every trade offer that Jerry gets from Matt, he texts me or texts Nolan or texts Ben to talk shit on Matt of how bad of a trade offer he just sent him.
I mean, the one you just said is just...
Yeah, but there's been other ones that are pretty bad too.
Isn't Adam Thielen number 3?
6.
Oh, 6? Did you just guess, or you?
Yeah, he's been fucking awesome.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he wants a fucking worse running back than even Tyler Algier for that guy.
Well, that guy's a running back that was going to play 1 week.
Yeah. Well, Keontae Ingram, no, Connor's on IR.
Oh, is he on IR?
That's
But there's 2 other yeah.
He led the team in rushing attempts, but actually, if you look at it, that DeMarcado guy actually had more snaps.
That's just Matt just being a giant asshole.
Yeah.
Sending that trade at all.
Yeah.
That shows he has no respect for Jerry's fantasy football.
No, he doesn't.
Analysis, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, if you're listening to this, yeah,
I mean, that's Matt just shitting all over Jerry.
He just has no respect for
he has zero respect for Jerry, yeah.
He obviously thinks you're capable of accepting that.
Yeah. Yeah, because he didn't send that as a meme. He was actually trying to get the trade done.
I did razz Matt a while back because whole Mark Andrews thing because he kept just sending me the worst fucking trades for Mark Andrews, and then I was like, oh, I just got him for free. But I didn't accept those offers from me because I just got him for free anyways. Because he wanted, for the longest time, like for like 3 weeks straight, he was like, come on, let's do it. Swift and Nakua for Mark Andrews. And I'm like, no, why the fuck would I do that? Why would I give you a fucking RB1 and the guy that's been a wide receiver one for fucking Mark Andrews? I'm not doing it. And then I just got him for
Then
Zach
you got
Moss.
him for phasing out Zach Moss. Not bad.
Not bad at all. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Lincoln's more or less it. Oh no, man, he's missing Breece Hall. Man, Lincoln got hit by the bye weeks hard.
Yeah, Lincoln's entire bench essentially is on bye week.
Oh,
I didn't realize he picked up Julio Jones.
Najee might as well be on bye week. I mean, he's got Mostert. Mostert's he's like the best other than McCaffrey. He's like the best fantasy asset.
But he's playing Philly this week.
Yeah, I don't care.
Philly's an awesome run stopping D.
Yeah, but the Dolphins.
We'll see. I saw the Bills basically stop them. They can be stopped. It's been done this year.
But their pass defense has been horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mostert's the running back.
Yeah, but still, I think they're going to move the ball down the field.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
I mean, what's he have? Like,
well, dude, unless they can still rush the pass. If they can get to Tua, though.
Fuck. Do you know how many touchdowns Mostert has right now?
7.
Higher.
9.
9. He's 9 touchdowns right now. Wait, is that just rushing? Yeah, that's just rushing. He has another.
I think he has a receiving one.
He has another 2 through the year, so he has 11 fucking touchdowns right now.
Oh, he did have like 4, twice or something, didn't he? Or he did like 3 and 4.
It's fucking crazy. Isn't he 32?
Yeah, something like that. He's the oldest running back in the league.
Yeah, remember when we were talking about earlier how we were talking about Eddie Lacy.
Yeah,
Eddie Lacy's 1 year older than Mostert.
That's the thing. Yeah, you don't play early on in your career. You can play longer.
Yeah. Also, I feel like people always overrate he's gonna lose a step of speed or whatever. But when you're insanely fast from the get go, when you lose a step of speed, you're still insanely fast.
Yeah.
So I feel like the fast guys just last longer.
They do seem to last longer. Yeah.
Look at Djax. Djax was still playing last year.
Yeah.
He was still catching.
And he still is catching a 60-yard pass. Yeah.
You don't lose speed. You don't lose speed that much.
Last one here. Ben and Nolan. Nolan, nice little start there, dude. Alvin Kamara just had so many catches tonight.
Yeah, I think Nolan's gonna beat Ben.
Yeah, Nolan's getting his players back. Yeah, Kamara's playing well.
It all hinges on McCaffrey, which I think McCaffrey's gonna play. What do you think? You think McCaffrey's playing?
I don't know. I spent the whole week thinking. I thought for sure he was out, but then none of the rankings of the players are showing him out.
Apparently he hasn't practiced all week. I'm reading here, so maybe he won't play.
I didn't think he was going to play just from what I had been hearing, but like I said, they have him ranked like he's going to play still. So.
Yeah, I don't know. This one could go either way.
We got Tyreek Hill playing. Who would you rather have? McCaffrey possibly hurt playing Minnesota, or Tyreek Hill fine playing the Eagles?
Give me Tyreek.
Minnesota's defense is fucking horrible.
They are, but
they're both awesome matchups.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's gonna be a very high scoring game.
I think because of the injury, you probably got to go Tyreek.
It's gonna be a high scoring game, I think, and and the injury. So I think I'd go Tyreek. He's probably the second most important asset in fantasy football right now, actually, over Mostert. Is it McCaffrey then Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, it is now. Jefferson got hurt.
Yeah, which I mean,
it's pretty neck and neck, I guess. Yeah,
they weren't that far apart.
No, it was pretty neck and neck. Hill's
just so fucking good.
Yeah, dude, that offense is just ridiculous.
I can't wait to have a chain back Not only for my fantasy team, but just he was a lot of fun to watch.
The coaching, like I keep saying over and over, it just bothers me that no other coach can just watch that offense and go, oh, how about I have my fast guy run before the play starts? Why don't I do that? It's just...
Well, they've been doing that in Canadian football for like years.
You can go forward. Yeah, it's a little different, but yeah, it's just such a huge advantage.
Yeah.
I have this guy that's already faster than you, and he's going to be running to start the play. How do you stop that?
I don't know. I feel like Dolphins are definitely going to the Super Bowl.
Nah.
Who's going to beat them?
I don't know. The Bills?
They got too many injuries, and like Josh Allen was playing out of his mind that game. I mean, everybody gets got every once in a while.
I'm not a believer in the Dolphins. I love watching, but I'm not a believer.
I'm a huge believer.
I might eat my words, but as of right now,
Dolphins Lions Super Bowl.
I don't think your defense can be that bad and make the Super Bowl.
Well, they're getting Jalen Ramsey back in a couple weeks.
Well, I'll see. Isn't he kind of washed?
No, he was fucking good last year.
Was he? It seemed like I just remember him getting burned a lot.
No. He got burned a couple plays, but that's all he got burned. Like, everybody gets burned every once in a while.
Not when he was like younger.
Yeah, but he fell off into still being a top 5 corner. He's just not head and shoulders above every single other corner in the league anymore.
We'll see.
Corner's also super dependent on like the pieces around you, like whereas their defense was just a train wreck last year.
Also, the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, that's boring.
Yeah, it is, but aren't they like number 1 in point differential again?
Probably.
They're like sneakily still the best.
It's a thing. They look like they're terrible every time I watch them play. I think it's just in the context of like...
Well, their offense got worse, but their defense is so much better. Now their defense is awesome.
Well, they did nothing but draft defensive players for like 3 years straight. And second round bust wide receivers. Did you see that they traded for Mecole Hardman? The Chiefs did. They traded for him back.
This week?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they got him back. Which somebody else made. I couldn't believe it when I seen that the Patriots traded for J.C. Jackson. You remember him?
Oh, I did see that one. Yeah.
So that I remember seeing that and being like, that's weird. Like, you don't see that a lot where somebody leaves in free agency and then like a year later gets traded back to their team. And then the next week, this week, the Chiefs did it only after like what has it been, 6 games? Mecole has been gone from them.
Yeah.
They traded for him back.
Huh.
You don't see that. Like, never. I can't remember ever seeing that.
What team was he on?
The Jets.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. He was just not being used.
Just not playing?
I think he was expecting to be like this kind of downfield threat for Aaron Rodgers to like chuck deep balls to every once in a while.
Dude, it just feels so muggy in here.
Yeah.
You don't feel that? Everything feels a little...
Yeah, I gotta plug the fire alarms back in before I forget and burn the house down.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta put all those fucking wings away.
Oh, yeah.
So this probably...
Let's end this podcast so we can do some of this stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Peace out, everybody.